Human Rights Watch, rape-based, and so on and so forth. So this is the continent of Africa. Probably everybody knows the continent of Africa. Probably I'm referring to some countries in the west, in the south, and in the east part of this country. So transnational corporations, just we can define transnational corporations as corporations registered and operate in more than one country at a time, exercising centralized control via a vast branch network. There are also other different basic characteristics of transnational corporations, so I don't want to bother you by enumerating this. So background and context, that is the foundation of my presentation. First, Africa's natural wealth. Africa is home to vast resources, among others, oil, minerals, forests, but many countries remain impoverished, set up a resource-scarce context. In terms of resources, Africa is one of the richest continents. And still, Africa is one of the poorest continents. What a contradiction. So, underutilization of massive natural resources. This includes lack of skilled manpower and machinery, and the big gap in technology usage, geopolitical and economic fragmentation, logistical fragmentation, cooperation, and the like. At the moment, according to probably 2009, some years back, the author said there are about 50 least developed countries in the world. From these 50, 34 are in Africa. That's unbelievable. Historical exploitation, colonial, neo-colonial legacy, what has been discussed by Professor Ramose. Foreign firms historically extracted wealth with little local benefit. Modern multinational corporations presence. Multinationals, oil majors, mining firms, e-waste exporters operate extensively across Africa's economies. Environmental justice. What do we mean by environmental justice? Environmental justice has been defined in various ways. One common definition of environmental justice is a fair distribution of environmental goods and environmental burdens or burdens. But that is not complete. In addition to this, environmental justice also includes procedural justice, participatory justice, recognition justice. And philosophers like Sen, an Indian philosopher, and Martha Nussbaum, an American well-known philosopher, feminist, also said that we should also consider capabilities and functions. So environmental justice therefore includes different entities. What about environmental injustice? That is the opposite of these elements. Lack of recognition and exploitation of other people without any good reason and the like. Socio-ecological links. Social justice and environmental sustainability are structurally linked, promoting a fair distribution of societal wealth, privilege, and opportunities directly encourage native stewardship of local people, indigenous people. So I'm going to have 3 case studies. The first case study is the Democratic Republic of Congo. From colonial plunder under King Leopold II to the modern extraction of digital minerals filling Silicon Valley, California, tech conglomerates. So historical resource looting. From Leopold II to Mobutu Sese Seko, the leader of the Democratic Republic of Congo for about 32 years. So King Leopold operated in this country. He considered this country as his own private property. And he exploited these people, therefore, for many years, particularly from 1885 to 1908. And again, one of the charismatic leaders of Congo, Patrice Lumumba, was assassinated with the help of CIA and at the same time the Belgian operatives. So, following Lumumba's Western-backed assassination, Mobutu Sese Seko was appointed as the president of this country, and therefore he also considered, like colonial powers, these countries as his own private property. When his regime failed, he had about $4 billion, American dollars, in personal wealth, while gutting public institutions. Public institutions in that country were not really functioning around the collapse of his regime.